Hey fans, we're back, and this time it's with the list of the top 10 coaches in college football. But before we rank these coaches and get into the resumes, go ahead and subscribe to stay up to date on all our content. Got it? Good. Let's go. Coming in at number 10 is Notre Dame coach Brian Kelly. Are their programs more storied than Notre Dame? If you were to ask someone who knows absolutely nothing, or at least next to nothing about college football, chances are they'd have probably at least heard of the Fighting Irish. In case you are one of the few who has not, the football team has been winning national titles for nearly a century and wear that navy blue and gold that you have seen on your television screen or even possibly the big screen if you've ever seen the College Football Classic, Rudy. I digress. To say taking over the head coaching position for a team as storied as this one doesn't put pressure on you, you'd be lying. Coach Brian Kelly took the historic reins and during his tenure has already shown he is the right coach to get the team their first title win since 1988. With a 71-36 record since joining Notre Dame in 2010, it's only taken Kelly 3 years to lead the team to a national title appearance where they lost to college powerhouse Alabama and their coach, Nick Saban. More on him later. I get it. Kelly took him to the title in 2013. What has Kelly done lately? Well, in the 2018-2019 season, Kelly led the team to a 12-1 record and appearance in the playoff before losing to Clemson, who would go on to win the national championship. After posting an 83-23 record at Florida State and hoisting a national title, Jimbo Fisher has proven he's in the upper echelon of college coaches and not only knows how to win, but can do so on the biggest stage. His 3 ACC titles in 8 years with Florida State helped the Seminoles remain a force to be reckoned with in the wake of the collegiate giant Bobby Bowden, and further proved that Jimbo Fisher is one of the better coaches in all of college sports. However, Coach Fisher's winning ways weren't free of controversy as it was revealed that Florida State had the worst academic progress rate scores of any Power 5 college football program. On the heels of noise that revelation created and posing his first losing record with Florida State, Fisher resigned and took his talents to Texas A&M. In his 2 seasons with the Aggies, he has led them to a 17-9 record. Fisher is regarded as a fantastic recruiter, and his 2020 class is said to be his deepest one yet. The future actually looks bright for Jimbo and his Aggies, and many think this will be the best year so far of his 3-year tenure, if of course there is a college football season with coronavirus looming. Sometimes the best measure of a coach is how well they do when the pressure is on. Like Kelly and Fisher, who we've already talked about, head coach Gus Malzahn took over for a team that was just 2 years removed from a national title win. All Gus Malzahn did in his first year was lead the Auburn Tigers to a national title game against the Florida State Seminoles. Although Malzahn would lose to the previous entry on this list, Jimbo Fisher, Malzahn ranked higher on our list because, well, he's never had a losing season, and his program has avoided any scandal that would take the attention away from his football team. That, and well, Gus Malzahn has won just about every coaching award that one can win in just his short time there with Auburn. An innovative coach who is also a student of the game, Malzahn's no-huddle offense style has been adopted by many coaches in the NFL, and he's even written a book on it. After leading the Mississippi State Bulldogs to being ranked nationally 3 times during his tenure, and most recently in his final year with the football team, Coach Dan Mullen took over the head coaching vacancy in Florida, and for Jim McElwain, who finished 4-7 in his previous year. In Mullen's first year with the Gators, he led the team to a 10-3 record and a Peach Bowl victory. He followed up his strong first season with an even stronger second season after finishing 11-2 and an Orange Bowl victory. With a pair of top 10 finishes under his belt in his first 2 seasons, Mullen enters his third with a national title on his mind, but will look to overcome the massive roadblocks that are Georgia, who he's lost twice to in his first 2 seasons, and defending champion LSU, who was one of his 2 blemishes in this past season. At just 41 years old, the next coach on this list may lack a long resume of accomplishments, but it's what he's done in such a short time frame that has sports writers, fans, athletes, and fellow coaches singing his praises. In 1 full season with the Ohio State Buckeyes, Ryan Day led his team to a 13-1 record after losing in the Fiesta Bowl to Clemson. Taking over after head coach Urban Meyer's step down left massive shoes to fill, and Day has stepped into them comfortably. Already being touted as a national title favorite this fall and being one of the best recruiters in college football, Day should live up to expectations in his second season as head coach. If he does manage to hoist the national title in year 2, it won't be by accident, as not only is he considered a good leader, but also one of the best offensive coaches and play callers. The top half of our list is filled with gems, and when it comes to choosing who is better than the next, it could come down to personal preference. Some might say number 5 on our list, Lincoln Riely, deserves to be higher, and they wouldn't be wrong. 5 years younger than Ryan Day, and with 36 wins under his belt in his 3 seasons as head coach, the name Lincoln Riely is already one of the hottest in college football. So hot that the NFL is already trying to yank him from the collegiate level, although his Oklahoma Sooners don't appear ready to give him up anytime soon. When you're averaging 12 wins a season and have already produced 2 Heisman winners, you're going to be in high demand. The expectations for Riely are sky high in 2020, and the only place he can really go is up if he looks to improve on his already impressive college career. Our next entry on this list, Ed Orgeron, has been as dominant as they come with the LSU Tigers. After going 15-0 and winning the national title and producing a Heisman winner who was selected first in the 2020 NFL Draft, Orgeron is currently sitting on top of the college football throne. He is not sitting on top of our rankings because he wasn't as successful in his stint with Ole Miss after posting a 10-25 record in 3 seasons and a 6-2 stint with USC. But the past is the past, and his present is hard to overlook as he has led LSU to a 40-9 record and a 4-1 record in bowl games. Orgeron will look to repeat as national champions, but will be without quarterback Joe Burrow and his top running back and wide receiver. I guess it's great to have one of the best recruiting classes in all of college sports, though. If you can dominate in the SEC, you can dominate anywhere. And while Kirby Smart is yet to win a national title, he's shown that he has all the tools to consistently compete for one. He came close to hoisting the trophy in 2018, but ended up falling short to a reoccurring name on this list, Nick Saban, and looks to return sooner than later as his 2020 team is said to be more stacked than any before. After posting a 25-7 record in the SEC so far during his tenure with the Bulldogs, we expect Smart to keep his winning ways in conference and be in consideration for the national title in early 2021. Had Urban Meyer still been coaching, he'd have been our number 2 on this list, but since the great Meyer isn't, we have a different number 2. But someone very deserving for our second place honors, enter William Christopher Dabo Swinney. Dabo, as they call him, is as dominant as they come. I know we've talked about domination on this whole list, but Dabo and the next coach on our list are certainly in leagues of their own. Since 2008, Dabo has lost only 31 games, and only 5 losses have come in the last half-decade. In the college football playoff era, Coach Swinney has been to the national championship game all but 1 season and has won it twice. In 2019, he was made the highest-paid coach in all of college sports, and there is no question as to why. The real questions surrounding Dabo are: how long can college athletics keep the Clemson coach from making the leap to the NFL? For the sake of college football fans, we'd hope Dabo will stay and continue his reign of dominance because he is rewriting the college record books. Number 1 on our list is the coach who has been a thorn in the most of the college coaches on this list's sides. And it's hard to place him anywhere but number 1, as Alabama's head coach Nick Saban is truly the best coach in college football, and the numbers that back him do not lie. If we're going numbers alone, there isn't anyone as impressive as Saban. With only 23 losses since 2007 and 5 national titles, to borrow from DJ Khaled, it's pretty safe to say that all he does is win. Saban also won a national title with LSU and went 48-16 during his time with the Tigers. Saban has become synonymous with winning at the college level and producing NFL superstars. There really aren't many things to nitpick or anything to nitpick at his accomplishments at the college level. If you want to take a shot at Saban, you can talk about his stint with the Miami Dolphins, but this list is about college coaches, and as far as college coaching is concerned, you will not find a better one. That does it for our list. Let us know what you think. Drop us a comment and let us know what we got wrong or which name you would have liked included. Until next time, have an awesome day.